Hey guys, so I was in the shower and there was a commercial on the radio about a little girl and she was talking about how she used to do swimming or diving or something, and one of the coaches that she had noticed that her shoulders were like crooked or uneven, and they were talking about scoliosis in like little kids or whatever, and like it was a commercial for a doctor or something, or a hospital. But like she was saying how scoliosis, like she had to get a brace, like a back brace, and they were saying how she was worried if like what the kids at school are gonna say, if they're gonna notice that she had a brace on, and if it's gonna like stop her from doing the things that she loved, like her everyday activities like diving. And like she said that no one at school noticed that she had a brace. No one talked about her. Like you couldn't even realize that she was wearing this back brace underneath her clothes. Well, I beg to differ, because I don't know if a lot of you knew this, but I did have a back brace. I got it in 8th grade and I had it for a year and a half. But that commercial was bullshit, because the brace is fucking huge and it's really obvious when someone's wearing one. I mean, I can point it out if I see someone, but like you don't see that many people wearing it. I don't know if a lot of you know what they look like, but I have mine. Like it's dry rotting right now, but like I still have it. I have two. Here, I'll show you. Let me stand. Let me stand. Okay. This is my first one that I had. So inside of it, it's all like duct taped. This is my first brace. So if you could imagine this on me like this. Like my shoulders obviously weren't up, they were like this. And when you have this around you, these are just Velcro, but I can't, it's like breaking, so I can't like undo it. But when you have it on, you can't bend your back. So like when you bend, it's like this. So it's really difficult. Like my friends used to make fun of me. They would, like, in middle school we didn't have backpacks, so we'd walk around with our books, and my friend used to push my books out of, like, I'd hold them like this, and he would push them out of my hand, and, like, my boyfriend at the time would, like, get on his hands and knees and pick them all up in the hallway, because I couldn't bend down and pick them up. But this is my one brace, and I wear it under my clothes. So I had no, like I don't have boobs now, but I had no boobs. They're pushed completely flat against me, as you can see. I'll show you another one of my braces. This one's in half. This is my other one. My friends loved me, see? Like, I just remember when I went to get my brace at the doctor's, I was just in tears because I didn't realize how big of a deal it was, and how like it's plastic, and I would have to wear it for 21 hours a day, which means I only have like 3 hours out of it. So it did stop me from doing my like other activities that I loved. I couldn't do gymnastics anymore because there's no way that you could be out of this thing for 3 hours and be expected to do a meet and practice and everything. It just doesn't work. I did run track. In 8th grade I ran varsity track all throughout middle school. I don't really know how I pulled that off, but I would have to, in school for like gym class and everything, I would have to leave my classes early. I had like a little red slip from the nurse that like everyone like made a big deal about, because everyone thought I had something wrong with me. I hated sitting in the front of the class because I couldn't hunch over and no one could see behind me, or in front of me, I guess. It just sucked, and like that commercial was just such bullshit, and it got me so angry because people noticed. Like people would come up and like knock on me I specifically remember my friend Nasia, well not anymore, but my friend Nasia, when she found out I had this, like she accidentally hit me or something, or knocked me on my side and was like, oh my god, what is that? And it was just like really embarrassing to have to tell people like, oh, I have a back brace, and they're like, what? And of course then they want to see it and they make a big stink about it, but it sucked. And like, even though like I still have scoliosis, this thing didn't like cure it. So like, once again, the commercial is fucking bullshit because it doesn't cure scoliosis, it just stops it from your spine from curving more. But I don't know, my spine's like, you could see it, you can see my back goes like this, and then it goes like that. And then like one side of it like sticks out more. Like whenever I have a boyfriend, I'm always like, okay, like feel this, like this is there. Like it's normal, like that's just how I am. I don't know. And then like when I found out I had it, like I knew that I had it for like a really long time, but one thing that like, it never stopped me from like being able to do things, but like gymnastics, I couldn't do certain tricks. Like when I was in 6th grade before I had the brace, I would like, for back walkovers, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but on the beam, like, so you're gonna do back walkover, right? And like, your back is supposed to arch. And like, notice I can't arch my back without like sticking out my butt. But for back walkovers, we would have to like arch our backs like this to like go back. But I couldn't do it. I physically cannot like arch my back, as you can see. So like, I would go like this, and I would like stick out my hips and go back. And like, I just remember my coach would always yell at me. I had to be, I'd get in trouble and have to do conditioning because I wasn't doing it right. And I couldn't help it. I physically couldn't do it. So that's just one thing that I realized that scoliosis stopped me from being able to do with certain things in gymnastics. But that's part of the reason why I quit gymnastics, because of my back. But, I don't know. The commercial was just bullshit because it did stop me from doing things I love. People did notice. I was so upset about like the whole thing when I first got it. I came home when they put it on me and I was like in tears. I literally went up to my room, took everything out of my closet because everything I had was slim fit. Took everything out of my closet, threw it everywhere, all over my room. I was like on my floor, bawling my eyes out in the middle of summer. I remember wearing sweatshirts every single day in the middle of summer because I was ashamed of wearing this thing because people noticed. I remember in the car after I got it fitted, I remember sitting and being like, no one's gonna like me. No one's gonna be my friend. And like specifically like my boyfriend at the time, Nick, shout out to you. I just remember sitting there and I was like, he's not gonna love me anymore. He's not gonna wanna be with me. And you know what, like, it really, that's the only thing like I did like care about what other people thought. But like my brace didn't, like my friends still loved me. Like we all got used to it. It was something they had to get used to. But like look, they all signed it under the duct tape. But they all signed it. Like that's like incredible. And like no one stopped like loving me. Everyone's still my friend. I mean, holy shit, I have 2 braces full of fucking signatures. And that's like awesome. Like this is something I'm always gonna keep. Even though it's like cracked in half. You see this, like there's a part missing. It's cracked down the middle. But I don't know. I just felt like I needed to show you guys my braces. And do you, like, it's fucking plastic, I'm sorry. But do you see this? Like, do you see the little holes? I wore that in the middle of summer, and let me tell you, like, I fucking sweat my ass off wearing this thing. Like, I don't know. Just that commercial. It just kind of hit me, and I hate when people bring up scoliosis and, like, oh, it's not a big deal. Well, it is when you're, like, in middle school, elementary school, and you have to deal with this. It is a big deal. But I have to go to work. So, I'll talk to you guys later. And thank you for listening to me rant about fucking scoliosis, because I know all of you care so much about it. But I don't give a fuck, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!